Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel. Just straighten a few things out for this live session real quick. Thank you all for tuning in. New and old subscribers, if you're checking into my channel for the first time, make sure y'all click that subscribe button and hit the bell. That way you get all the notifications for all my videos. This topic that I'm gonna be talking about tonight is basically it's one that I've touched on before, and I'm going to be discussing it based upon an article that Ron Wills recently wrote on the Negro Manosphere. For those of you who are familiar with that website, which I'll have the link in the description. Send the truth what's happening. I'll have the link in the description for you guys to check it out. I'm trying to pull up. Bear with me. 2 Trill for life. Bear with me for a second while I try and because I'm going live on here from my phone. And I'm trying to pull up the chat on here as well. So here we go. Click on this. Here we go. I'm trying to pause it. Here we go. I'm trying to pause it. Okay, so based upon this, like I said, Ron Wills, he wrote this article on the Negro Manosphere. And if you guys have heard about the Negro Manosphere, it was started by, the great O'Shea Duke Jackson, who created the site. And when he wrote the article, Ron Wills wrote the article, it went like wildfire and it went viral on Facebook because D.L. Hughley had shared the article. And I guess there were a lot of women upset about it, about what he was talking about. It's a very short article, and you can read a lot of the Facebook comments on it. But he pretty much got straight to the point. And the name of the article is called "Black Women Create the Men They Complain About." So he basically enlightened. There's been a lot of videos being put out. There's been a lot of talk about this, this whole cycle and things like that. I've even done 2 videos, more so, not so much is talking about black women, but just dysfunctional women, period, create these men, or they raise these boys who aren't really men when they raise them, and they're not equipped with the proper knowledge in order to take care of a woman or raise a family, so to speak. So this, like I said, this article went viral. It basically spread out. A lot of people read about it. A lot of people commented on it, and a lot of women didn't like what Ron Wills had to say about it. So one of the videos I made was the correlation between single dysfunctional black mothers and their emotional sons. And another one I made related to this was, why do women enable deadbeat men yet complain? And then another one related to this was the dope boy, which is the most recent one, is the dope boy, the baby mama, and the kids. And it's basically a vicious cycle along with this. So in this article, Ron Wills is talking about this epidemic, of these type of men that these women loathe. It's an epidemic of single mothers that create these men, and basically how many women will say it's a man's responsibility. It's the man's fault that their sons turn out the way that they turn out, which basically what they're saying, their sons ain't shit because of the father not being there. But a lot of times it's the single mother who is keeping the child away from the father, where the father is unable to raise the child. So this was like one of the first things he was saying about this. So he was saying in the article that women, when they raise their daughters, to be independent, educated, and not needing a man. That is true. The father can take her ass to court, as you said, which I always say that if you watch my videos, I always say a father has rights, and he can always, fight for custody or fight for some kind of joint custody to take care of his children. So he gets at saying women raise daughters to be independent, yet and educated and not needing a man, and focus on doing them and being successful. And he's basically throwing a blanket out there over them, when he's talking about these type of men that are raised by these women. But yet he said, yet these mothers, they coddle their sons. A lot of y'all probably see who, the ones that he's talking about. These babies, these toddler boys, they dress them like little dope boys, with gold chains. They wearing Jordans. They got their hair braided, got earrings in both ears, and raising them to be little men, or as some may say, like little boyfriends, so to speak, things like that. And I talk about this, they're taking pictures, taking naked pictures with the kids, stuff like that, and just trying to groom him and coddle him, instead of basically giving the boy tough love. You know what I'm saying? She's raising the daughter up to be independent, you know, along with the mindset that she has because she's a woman, but not having the capability as far as a woman trying to raise a man or telling a man how he should be as far as being a little boy. So these boys being coddled, they have the Jordans, the latest fashion, the best of everything, multiple pairs of Jordans, when they come out the womb. In strollers, you see them, and he talks about this in the article. So as time grows and they grow up, there's really no accountability, and these boys grow to be men who live off of women. That's how they see life, where they don't have to be accountable. They become aggressive emotionally. They're how did O'Shea say? They're the watchdog, or they're ready to strike at anyone who says anything bad about their mother, kind of like the boyfriend of the mother. So they're ready to attack, an attack dog, so to speak. And they grow up being emotional, and this emotion turns into violence because they don't know how to deal with their emotions because of the lack of a man being around or being in the house. So he talks about in the article here, basically, bottom line, these boys don't know how to be men. Sometimes they often become gigolos or exotic dancers, or just use women by playing to just depending on a woman, by getting the women for sex, for money, driving their cars. And I was going to put the Jody effect, because that's what I was going to call this video behind this. The second subtitle of this video was going to be the Jody effect. Basically becoming Jodies from Baby Boy, like I was talking about the other night for those of you who were on my live stream. They adapt this behavior where they feel like they don't have to get a real job as long as they have a woman taking care of them. Get a few women pregnant, might have a hustle here and there, might peddle in, minor drug dealing, local neighborhood drug dealing, or just having just a little small hustle, but they depend on the woman to take care of the household, you know. So that's how they function off of that. So the women, then these guys basically do this. They might have multiple women they're dealing with, multiple women they're having sex with, might have multiple kids. So they become fathers, a lot of times leaving the woman single, become fathers, and the women end up hating them for the same thing that they love them for. They love them for, their gangster, their good looks, their bad boy type, the thug type. But when they find out the thug ain't shit, eventually, even though they're attracted to him, they loathe them for the same thing. They hate the same thing they love. And that's where the cycle forms. And I talked about this in the Dope Boy, the Baby Mama, and the Kids, and that's where the cycle continues to happen. So when in the article he talks about how because of this, some black men who, are, as it's called, classic men, or who are about their business, decide to branch off and deal with other women of other races and other ethnicities, they get called sellouts, and stuff like that, because they don't want to deal with a single mother or end up with a woman with multiple kids or doesn't really have anything going for themselves, and they get called a sellout. And in the article, I guess he's saying how black women will use the, well, your mama black excuse, or defer or deflect and say, well, your mama's black, da 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 da. And he comes back and says, well, this behavior for the men that you date were raised by black women, single black women just like you. So where does this lead back to? Is what he's basically talking about in the article. So he's saying that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world at the end of the day, and that being the mother. The mother is the one who raises the child ultimately, and because of the way the judicial system is set up now, she will be the one who has the say so for the most part, outside of the man going to court to get his, his parental rights for that, to actually get involved in his son's life. So I just thought it was a interesting concept. It went viral real quick, and just by him writing that this quick little article on the situation. So that's up there. I don't know what you guys think about this. I see a lot of y'all in the chat saying you agree. I see a lot of ladies in here saying they agree with it. I don't know how many fellas is in the chat tonight, but I just think it's an odd situation that people are in, people find themselves in, and like I said, you can't help who you're attracted to. The chat is real quiet tonight. I don't know what's going on. So, like I was saying about Jody, you take the character of Jody and Baby Boy, I guess they wasn't shy the other night. Pecoya, I guess that's how you say your name, Pecoya Lyons. Shout out to you. You take the character of Jody, right? Jody's father, I guess in the movie, left his mom. His father was a gangster, I'm assuming. Left his mom, and his mom was on the younger side. Obviously, had him when she was young, so she like the thug type or whatever. So he was the baby boy because he was always up under his mom, and his mom, I guess, being the way she was, she raised him to a certain extent based upon her being young and her dealing with certain types of men. So she couldn't impute certain things into him, a certain knowledge that a man would. So they basically became almost like roommates living in the grandmother's house, in the movie. So he adopted these characteristics of the same men that we're talking about. Ron Wills is talking about in the article, where he basically, had, a couple baby mamas. He really didn't want to work. He was already in jail. Edward Montero was happening. He was already in jail. He developed a little hustle. He knew how to. He leaned back on his mom because he knew his mom had his back, and he would always borrow money from his mom. He would ask her for money to help take care of, get abortions, help take care of his baby moms and stuff like that, and she would always have his back. So she was enabling him and enabling his behavior, even though she was saying she didn't like the fact that he was getting all these baby mamas that she had to pay for. So when this guy Melvin comes in, played by Ving Rhames, him being in the streets formally and him, supposedly reforming his life, he was that type of thug gangster that the mother was attracted to, even though he had redeemed himself or reformed himself after being an ex-con and got his own business. And he saw obviously the fact that this grown man was still living in the house with his mom, so he had something to say about it. As him trying to step in to be somewhat of a father figure, even though it was too late. Him watching this grown man, and that's why he said the whole thing about the Oedipus complex. He had and that's basically what we talk about in this article and in the videos that I've made about these boys end up having an Oedipus complex, and with that Oedipus complex is that he desires to be the mother's boyfriend. When the man would come over, he would have something he wouldn't want his mother, Jody wouldn't want his mother to have a stable boyfriend because he would get jealous of that. Yet he was doing his own thing. So Jody is the perfect example of this situation going on. He said all women. Too Trill, you wild, man. Pecoria said not all women. Too Trill said all women. That's just the something that we have to deal with. Not all women are confused, I guess, but where are the ones that aren't confused at? That's what I'd like to know. I'm with you too, Trill. Where are the ones that aren't confused? That's a good question. Where are the ones, as Alan Roger Curry would say, that aren't duplicitous in nature? Sin, I know you confused. You ain't gotta say that. I already know you confused. You know what I'm saying? But where are the ones right here? Sexy. Wow. Goodness. Oh man. It's they say that you'll say you're confused until a man actually gets in a relationship with you. And he starts saying some shit and be like, nah, that's not the case. I'm not trying to do all that. Nah, a woman will say, and I'm branching off on all this. I'm trying to stay within the confines of this topic I'm on. With it being, well, this is within the confines, because you say, do women create the men that they complain about? Yes, because a woman will say that she wants a certain type of man, but then she'll go with the opposite guy. A woman will say that she wants a certain type of a man, but there's a man that she's attracted to, bottom line. And a lot of times the man that she's attracted to don't have shit going on for him at the end of the day. That's why all these bad boys, what's his, that prison bay, Jeremy Meeks, the dude is a gangster, he's a Crip, but he's got a multi-million-dollar, or he's got a good lucrative deal being a model, and he's a gangster, as well as all these other rappers, Future, all these other rappers who do all this stuff, but women are attracted to these guys who are, quote unquote bad boys, supposedly. Have you read The Denzel Principle by Jimmy Israel? No, I haven't. Women are attracted to the men they see strength in. Malcolm X said that. Men that they see strength in. Well, if they attack, so gangsters have strength? I don't know, man. Malcolm X also said that women are very vain in nature. And he said, I can prove to you how vain a woman is. He said, I can walk down the block every day and a woman will never speak to me. But he said, if she's on that stoop and I'll speak to her every day, she'll speak back to me. As harsh as she seems on the exterior. And I'll walk past her and I'll speak. And then every day she'll see me coming and she'll smile and I'll compliment her every day. And then as each day goes by, she'll be looking forward to me coming down the block. He said that's just how vain women are, based upon she's looking forward to the compliments that I'm giving her every morning. So he also said that in his autobiography. But as far as a woman seeing power in a gangster or a bad boy, I hope the gangster and a bad boy has resources. Because a lot of women will choose men, and like I said, I I have my own LLC, and I repair. And I'm just gonna throw this out there. I repair people's credit and build people's credit. And a lot of the it talks about that subject. Women don't recognize a good man when they see him. Yeah, of course. I made a video about that too, Nina, about 5 things. Well, I think you commented on it. 5 things that a woman should look for in a man. But back to what I was saying about credit, like most of the women, most of my clients are women, and they have 9 times out of 10 they have boyfriends, but they're the ones who are paying to get their credit restored. And I'm like, well, you got a boyfriend and he's not doing anything. He's not trying to put you in a house. He's not trying to put you in a new car, and you're doing all of this while you're having a man that you're living with or a man that you're seeing. And I just see that so many times that women will be involved with a man who has no assets and no resources, and he really doesn't have a career. And a lot of these dudes, sell dope or are in their mid to late 30s and still try to dress like they're teenagers and in their 20s. But they don't have any resources to show for themselves. And these women, a lot of these women are just now trying to get established in their and not to say mid to late 30s is it too late. Some of them are in their 40s also, but they're trying to get established, but they're dealing with men who don't have resources and probably don't ever plan on getting resources. You know what I'm saying? So I see that a lot, and I wonder, but you can't, as I think I said on my live stream, a woman can't help who she's attracted to. I'm going to need you to help me out with my credit. Women love to take care and support dudes because most of the time the guy won't leave because he's lazy. I got a video on that too, man. Like I said, I'm going to have the link in the... I'm on my cell phone, so I can't really put it on here. The links for my other videos that I talk about that. Why women enable deadbeat men, yet they complain about them. And I hear that a lot. I see that. Y'all probably see it on Facebook and, my ex-wife had a chest tattoo of a dude named that was locked up. Some females just don't want to be alone. That's exactly right. You hit it right on the head. Just don't want to be alone. But here's the thing. You can say be alone. A woman will have 1,000,000 men in her inbox, right? But she wants that certain dude. It can be 1,000,000 guys in her inbox, but she wants that certain dude. And I don't want to say ain't shit. I just want to say doesn't have any assets or resources and can't make her a better person at the end of the day. All you can do is lay pipe, and that's it, and spend some time with her. So that's what I'm getting at, And she'll go in that cycle, and she's trying to get out of the mud, and she's probably motivating this man to get out and get a job, and he's like, nah, I just want to sit in and smoke this blunt. I'm not with all that. There's nothing out here for me. I'm not about to get a 9 to 5, or I'm not about to do this, da 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 da. All that stuff like that. But she's the one trying to make moves. So she will have, like I said, probably she goes out. She probably got some successful men trying to talk to her. My husband's ex-wife left a hard-working man for a deadbeat, and after marrying him, she just complained about him. Women gotta complain about men. I think all women complain about men. You gotta have something to talk about. You have to have something to say that, to gossip about. He's not doing this, he's not doing that. Women don't do that. It's about that excitement. I want some excitement. I don't want structure. I want excitement. And the street guys or the hood dudes or the thugs, they're exciting. It's in our DNA. What can I say? Do your thing. I don't knock nobody for what you do. As long as you pay me, I don't have a problem. Do your thing. Send your boyfriend or your dude my way also. We get him straight also. You know what I mean? So I just think it's I see it so often. I see it too often. you know, and got men are staying at home while women are earning the bread, taking care of the money. What was her name? Yvette. Jody was dropping Yvette off at work, driving her car around. So she making the money, and he's trying to hustle dresses, or doing what he do. So, and like you said, Yvette probably had some guys trying to talk to her, and I think she was saying that I got dudes trying to talk to me, but I'm talking about Baby Boy too, by the way, for those of you tuning in. We are lost. This is the soap opera effect. Oh, so what is it gonna take to bring people together? If you're lost, what is it going? You know what? I think women are conscious of what they're doing. It just feels so good that they don't want to do anything else. They're conscious. You guys are conscious of what it is that you're doing. You're conscious of the path that you're taking. You're conscious of the fact that this man ain't shit, but you know you just want to go along for the ride. You know what I mean? It feels good. It feels good knowing that there's no longevity in it. I think that's what it is. When I didn't have a job and had a lot of time on my hands, I kept some woman checking for me. But as soon as I get a job, I had no time for the ladies. Oh, I know you want the drama. I know you want the soap opera drama. I know you want the drama. Because what is a relationship without drama? I had one woman say she wanted a man to go upside her head. She wanted a man to argue with. I can't just have a passive man that don't start fights. I want him to go upside my head. I don't get it. I truly don't get it. You know what I mean? What is that about? Can somebody answer that? I don't understand. You're not alone. Some females will just take a little bit of happiness. What is a little bit of happiness though? Just having somebody that's there, knowing that he ain't shit. She just want a sucker for a nigga. I don't know if she wants a sucker. She just wants. I don't know. I can't say what the hell a woman wants, man. I made that video about what she should be looking for, but I just made that as far as my daughter. This is what I would tell my daughter. This is what I would interview the guy about. Hey, you want to marry my daughter, or you're interested in my daughter? Have a seat. Okay, can you provide her with a stable home? Can you take care of her? Can you protect her? Can you put food on the table? Can you put clothes on her back? She don't want to suck her. That's why she want to go. Oh, I got you. That is true indeed, son. But matter of fact, get the likes up. I got 12 people watching. That's my first time saying it. I got 12 people. Well, it was 12. It's 11 now. I got 11 people watching, 8 likes. If you haven't hit the like button and you're still in here, please go ahead and hit the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's not going to take money out your pocket, you know. Or you can always, hit the super chat and throw a few bills on that. You know what I'm saying? She want a man that's going to put the beaters on her. Check you out, putting the beaters on her and beat her back out. Damn. LOL. And it's free. It is free. Women who know their worth would never be allowed to be treated less than they deserve. What they deserve equates to the love they have for themselves. Exactly. We are the young and restless. Have all my children these days. Duh. I used to have a saying, It's funny you said that. You said that, right, Jermaine? Was that you that said that? She want a man that's going to put the beaters on her and beat her back out. Okay. I used to have a saying, because back to that thing about the way a man when he puts his hands on her that truly shows that he loves her. You know what I mean? Basically, it's like you see the that battered syndrome or whatever. Women fall in love with these dudes a lot of times, you know, and it's disgusting. These guys who do this stuff. I really don't get it. Don't understand it. I guess it's not for me to understand. something like that. Who would be up for that is beyond me. So that we talking about dysfunction. This whole thing is turned into this dysfunction. I guess it's always been dysfunction. This actual concept of the cycle that goes on, and a man that's straightforward. I guess as some people call him, the classic man or the nerdy guy. He doesn't get, if he approaches a woman, he just gets laughed at. You know, he has to fit a certain prototype to even garner a woman's attention or even be able to compete, even though he may have more assets and resources than a street guy. If he speaks, what they like to call proper. I hear you, man. What they like to call proper, then he's looked at as a square, and he's not desirable. But he may be that guy that's maybe making six figures at the end of the day, or has the potential of making six figures. And like you said, I mean, a lot of women will pass over that man just based on the way he talks. He's a square, or he talks white. But fast forward to when the Robin effect kicks in, and you're in your 40s, you'd have wished you would have invested in that. Well, not invested. You would have gave that guy the time of day, because Jody, Jody's still doing the same shit, still sagging his pants, and trying to get the best deal on a dub, and hustling pills. So, but it's not an attack on anybody. You like who you like. You like who you like, and that's just the way it's gonna be. Can't stop that. If you can't, it's not something you can turn off. I appreciate it. I got 11 people watching and 11 likes. That's what's up. These likes are better than money. Hey, so wow, 13 likes. Goodness. Hey, so when I wish I had somebody I could have join up on the live chat real quick. I'm gonna have to get somebody on here probably start next week, because I'm on vacation. Heading out tomorrow to start my wonderful vacation here that I've been enjoying. So I'm gonna have to start doing these live these hangouts. So I can't do a hangout on this. So we're gonna have to rap with some of y'all. My channel's still small, but I just want to rap with some of y'all to get some of y'all's biographies on here, and some of these issues and good stories and juicy stories that y'all got to put out about the tomfoolery that goes on within the community. I know out of 12 people watching right now, somebody got some stories that we can have a dialogue about. But we in silence. You got a life story? I thought you were supposed to. This guy talking about I got a life story. I thought you were supposed to check out, man, or clock out. He talking about he got a life story, and he about to clock out. And my forehead greasy. Yeah, I need some some really controversial, like I walked in on such and such. I walked in on this, and this is what happened, or maybe I even joined in, or some shit like that. I walked in on this, or I caught such and such doing this, and all kind. I need some stories like that, so we can chop it up. Have some people in the chat learn from your experiences, with that. What you got, Nina? You got something? You a married woman, aren't you? Do you think size matters? We trolling black guy? Are we trolling right now, man? Because we had some trolls the other day. I walk on M. I walk on M. What do you mean you walk on M? I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. I walk on M. Do you think size matters in the middle? Who is he asking that to? And if you a black guy, should guys be worried about? Should guys be worried about what? Should guys be worried about size? Pre-marriage, I was wild. Yeah, all women are wild pre-marriage. You know. She say yeah, but I still got some. I think Nina, you follow me on it. Is that you on Instagram that has that interesting page? Cause I think you added me on Instagram or I followed you on Instagram and I went on your page and it has some send look at you giving advice. Check you out. Yeah, Nina, you gotta yeah, you on some stuff, definitely. I got 18 watching, 13 likes. Y'all get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? We trying to promote this video, you know, because we got some interesting people getting off, especially somebody asking if if size matters. And Sin said, as long as you got your money, anything goes with money, huh? As long as you got money, anything goes. So it's you know, I guess if you got money, what? Who cares? My boyfriend cheated on me with a man, but now he's with a. Your boyfriend cheated on you with a man, but now he's with a child. When you say child, you mean 18 or over, right? He cheated on you with a man. I don't know, man. That's some I thought my life was crazy. And my life is crazy by the way, but that's you're gonna have to expound on that. Uh Pacoya. Pacoya, I'm assuming that's how you say your name. You're gonna have to expound on that because that's a little weird there. And I might have to get you on a hangout to talk about that tomfoolery. You know. 17 watching, you know, 13 likes. If you just joining in, make sure y'all hit that like button. It's free. Just give me just go ahead and click that super chat and put $100 on this. You know what I'm saying? Put $100 on the books. No big deal. You know, I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Y'all look out for me. I'll bring you something back. She must be chat. She must be typing really fast. But black guy must have came and gone. He has a baby now. Is he still your boyfriend then? Are you talking about your ex-boyfriend? You said my boyfriend cheated on me with a man. Now you know da da da. Is he still your boyfriend? You say now he's with, but are you still dealing with him? Because if you're not, you shouldn't. It shouldn't matter if you got a child or not. That's just like me and my ex-wife. She worried about we wasn't together, and I had a child, and now she got problems with that. What does that have to do with you? I'm not with you necessarily to you, but I'm saying if you no longer together, why does it matter if that person has a child, especially if you know you're not together any longer? Just my thoughts on that. You know what I mean? So, um, this is I know Sin got some crazy ass stories. Oh my goodness. I can just I I can imagine. Yeah, yes, your ex. Okay, if he's got a baby now, I mean life goes on. You know what I mean? If he's got a baby now, you know, life goes on. He's got a baby. I mean, same thing with you. You could have a baby and he shouldn't trip off that either. You know, y'all ain't together no more. As much as it may hurt though, you know, I feel you. You may be hurt the fact that he had a baby or whatever, even though y'all not together, which means you still got feeling for the player, you know, even though he was with another man. Damn. Yo, oh my goodness, man. Let me stop before I say something and they end up blocking this video or getting this video demonetized when I do post it for saying something. Women say they don't care what you do, but they still care who you doing it with. You got that right, man. Ricky Reeves. They say they'll say exactly that. I don't give a damn. You know, my ex-wife said that so many times. I don't care. I'll help you get a girlfriend. That's what she said. And if you watching this right now, which you might be just watching this, you know, you said I'll help you get a girlfriend. You know, da 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 da. And as soon as a player goes on about his business and has another baby, you got a problem with that. If he got a baby, that's good for his ass because his work check's about to be ripped from child support. How you know you gonna be paying child support? I don't pay child support. I mean, I got custody of my 3 sons, but my daughter's mother has my daughter. I don't pay her child support. I pay her out of my, she don't have to get child support because I give her money for my daughter. You know what I mean? Preston in the house. He's announcing himself in third person. Preston in the house. Shout out to you anyway. No, they don't garnish that stuff unless women take you to court. You know what I'm saying? Women, and see, it's really a vindictive person who takes someone to court when they're already paying child support. Why would you do that? If I'm already paying you money, why would you take me to court? Especially if you see me with another woman, which is what women tend to do. If a man moves on with another woman, then you want to put him on child support. How evil is that? You know, then get him thrown in jail possibly if they put some high amount on him. And then when he's thrown in jail, how is that going to benefit you at the end of the day? And I know I keep repeating this stuff over and over. I say all this in all my videos. You know, by putting him in jail, how is it going to benefit you? Just the fact that he's moved on. He may have a woman that you feel is better than you, prettier than you. He's living with her. He's got her in a new car, blah, blah, blah. And now you don't like that shit. So you want to put his ass on child support. Or you have your girlfriend in your ear saying that he's not paying you enough and he's got another girl, so you need to take him to court because the courts will give you more money even though she ain't got shit going on for her and no man going in her life. But you think it sounds a good idea because it's that pep talk. So you go down and you put him on papers in child support where he has to fight the government for his freedom if he's unable to, do certain things. So it's man, I'm glad I'm not on that crap. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that mess. And my oldest son, he'll be I got my 3 oldest boys. My oldest son, he'll be 15 in a couple months. And he'll be out the house and he'll be 18 obviously in a few years. My youngest son will be 11. So, I just got to raise them up to be 18 to the point they're 18 and, it's all love. So, that child support stuff that has sent a lot of men to jail, a lot of men to their graves, and a lot of men to jail just for committing violence because, and I talked about this before, the fact that their check is, next to nothing. And the baby moms, not to say that all baby moms are like that, she might be putting it up her nose, or smoking it. And here he is trying to survive off of $150 a week. And that's just the fact of the matter, I got 17 people watching, 13 likes. If you just enter in the chat room, go ahead and hit the like button. If not, throw a couple dollars in the super chat. It's not gonna hurt you, It's still early. It's still spring. Y'all can still make up that money for the rest of the year. So, yeah, they do that, man. They do that, and it's a lot of men that's going down over child support. And the thing about child support, I don't know about y'all state. If a woman is put on child support, she doesn't have to pay the same amount as a man. Most states have a calculator that you can go on and you put in, and they ask whether you're male or female. If you put in that you're a female, the amount's going to be less. That's a fact because I've already went through that. As if, my amount, if I had to pay child support as opposed to my ex-wife having to pay child support now, yeah, we looked at we looked at the amount that I would have to pay if I actually had to pay child support as opposed to hers, and it was like $400 more, $450 more, and our incomes isn't that much difference. There's not a huge gap between me and her income, so that's just how it works, and that's real rap. Men get paid more than women, and that's sexist. I'm very serious. I'm very serious. And my mediation for my divorce, me and my lawyer, we sat there with the mediator and we went through the numbers based on the calculator. And they actually ask you on the website, you guys can go on it right now. Just type in South Carolina child support. And it'll pull up the website and they'll ask you if you're a man or a woman. And you put it in and you'll see what I'm talking about. Why would they ask you if you're a man or a woman? You know what I mean? Or mother or father. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes. And I would have been paying way more than what she's paying. So I don't know. I haven't looked at other states. Every state has a calculator though. What they base child support off of. They have to use a calculator which goes off your income and how many children you have. If you have children outside of that, they'll take that into consideration. Stuff like that. She said I'm coming to South Carolina this summer. Oh man, well I'm going to Dominican Republic this summer. So peace be upon you. Yeah, but they all have a calculator. That's how they determine how much you'll pay. It's based upon that. So luckily I don't have to deal with that as of now. You know. So things can always change, but there's a lot of men across the United States that has to deal with that. There's even men that are still paying even though the child has been proven not to be theirs. The system is very brutal. They don't give any F's about any of it. I just said that, Pecoya, that money will go up the woman's nose, or in a blunt, or in her boyfriend's, some new Jordans for her boyfriend, and you got to put that out. Yeah, they'll smoke your hard-earned money. You out there, some of these dudes out here doing construction, some of these dudes working at McDonald's, or some of them, just trying to scratch and survive, making out here in South Carolina, the minimum wage is I think $7.25 or something like that. For those guys making $7.25 and their own child support, you just like, man, what the fuck? What's the use of living? You come home with a $50 check. Take birth control and get their tubes tied. I think twice before I have kids now, I have her take birth control and get tubes tied. Why don't you just get a vasectomy, man? Oh man, why don't you just get a vasectomy? You know, you going through all that. You want to have her do that. And they have something now. I don't know if y'all heard about it. They have something now. These women or these feminists are going against men having birth control. You know, because I don't know about no vasectomy. I never had that shit done. I heard it. It's a simple procedure where they just snip it and they cauterize the vas deferens, whatever it's called. But I'll never get that done. But Yeah, the thing about men, these I heard something recently about men with birth control is that and I don't know if you're a man, Preezy J. I'm just assuming you are. But men with birth control is that you had some feminists coming out saying that you can't do that because that's gonna prevent more births and all this bull crap they're coming out with, trying to stop this and all this bullpucky. And the problem, I guess, what they're facing with a pill or, because I guess they have this new switch now they got out. Y'all probably seen. It's like a little mechanical switch where it switches off the sperm or whatever. But with the pill, the thing about a man is constantly producing sperm and or see what uh semen, sperm. I know there's a difference. It actually becomes semen once it. I guess they combine and leave the body. I guess there's a difference. There's a difference between semen and sperm. But it the man, the male is in a constant process of producing sperm constantly. So for a pill to basically sterilize him is pretty difficult. I know they're doing studies right now, and I guess that's the difference. Is if it was invented for a man would definitely take it. you know, as opposed to some women saying I forgot to take it, or women getting pregnant from it, or all these other things. You know, so I'm scared of birth control. I don't know what they put in that shit. Too many chemicals. Yeah, birth control is not natural. Anything that can alter, which that's what it's designed to fool your body that you're already pregnant. To my understanding, what birth control is, it's designed to fool your body that you are with child. Something that anything that alters your hormones, to that extent, or can alter your body's natural process of a menstrual cycle and can basically get rid of a menstrual cycle altogether, is some crazy shit, in my opinion. And that might not be something you should be taking, but women take it. Then you got, some of these hotep dudes who's saying that a woman isn't even supposed to have a menstrual cycle, on some shit like that. So that's, use the morning after pill. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, these hotep dudes is talking about a woman's not even supposed to have a menstrual cycle. It's not natural, and they talking about leading back to Africa. It's not natural for a woman to bleed, 1 week out of the month. It's not natural. It said women, in the times of antiquity didn't bleed. I'm getting off on that, but that's what these hoteps dudes be talking about. It's saying it's based upon the European diet that is consumed now is the reason why women bleed now. I'll have a menstrual cycle 1 week out of the month, on some shit like that. But hey, I wasn't around during the times of antiquity, and all that stuff. But that's what these guys be talking about, and they got people following them and believing all that stuff. So, but anything that can change hormones or you're altering hormones, whether you know something that's not supposed to be there, hormone therapy, man trying to become woman, woman trying to become man, is, I don't know. Actually, the healthier you are, the less you bleed. The menses is a very spiritual time for women. It is only supposed to be 1 to 3 days. I hear you. Yeah, 1 to 3 days. Spiritual time, it being in the Bible, but our diets have it longer, more painful, and heavier. Well, I guess we would have to, be in the times of antiquity to see how it actually was, what actually was going on at that time, and the difference between then and now. But when you can take a pill or a shot that basically gets rid of the body's, biochemistry altogether, and you know eradicates that or just eliminates that process, you know, is odd to me, you know. But, people continue to take it. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people don't. A lot of women don't go see a gynecologist on a regular. But I guess they didn't have gynecologists back in the day either. But at the same time, in the same token, they didn't eat the same things we eat now. You know, back in the day. So, ladies, check out Queen Afua. Afua, sacred woman. She will help guide you in healing your womb and cutting back on your menses. That's good information, Preezy J. You know. You might have to do a hangout so you can talk to these younger women who are she has a mean heal thyself too. What do you call it? I'm at I can't even think of the term right now. Menopause, pre-menopause women. Bro, I thought you said you were a woman. You calling me bro? You said Preezy J. You said you're a woman, right? But you calling me bro? Come on, man. Keep it feminine. Don't be calling me bruh and bro. And we just talk about that. Women be adopting this language, bruh, bro. The natural way is good, but people want to see results now when they should realize it's a lifestyle. Yeah, there's a way for a lot of stuff, man. People do want a shortcut for everything. Want a shortcut to lose weight, want a fat ass, want big titties. I can dig it. Yes, I'm learning more femininity. Goodness. 5-minute abs, they getting the fat sucked out of their abs, fat stuffed in their ass, makeup tutorials, quick weave, instant weave, super weave, extensions, all this shit. Don't want to do their hair, Everything is now, instant gratification, Men doing 2-minute drills in bed. Oh my goodness. Oh man, what's happening? What's happening? We got 15 and 14, man. I keep jumping up to like 19 and 20. Goodness. We having a good chat here, man. I'm almost at like an hour. I think I'm talking too long. You know, nobody. We got 15 people. Only like 3 people are commenting. Everybody else is just spectating, watching the show. You got Preezy J giving out good information to the ladies. We got other people, telling their stories about, Pecoya. There you go, talking about her boyfriend left her for a man. He's a butt pirate, and then end up having a baby. Pecoya, I made a video on that if you want to check it out, on Janet Jackson leaving her husband for money. When you get a chance, you can check it out. But, in short, do I think she left her husband for money? She met dude, what up, lady? Say something. Excuse me. She left dude back in, she met this guy back in 2010, right? And I'm gonna just speak on this. She met him back in 2010. I believe she married him in 2012, right? So she was raised Jehovah's Witness. Michael Jackson, her brother, is supposedly, he died a Muslim. She's spent a good amount of time in the Middle East. Her brother Jermaine has been a Muslim since '89. The Arab community, or Middle Eastern Arabs, Muslim community, has just like a lot of people do, but they definitely have a great, liking or, affection for the Jackson family, including her. Michael, I believe he received like a lot of money from them over there. So as far as, her getting money, them doing a prenup, They both, which is true. They both agree to it. Why you don't what? They both they both agreed on a prenup. That's whenever you get married, there's a prenup and you agree on it, right? So she would have had before you marry a man, she knows that he's allegedly a devout Muslim, right? She should know about Islam to a certain extent before she marries him. It's more money than she would have. The baby was probably part of the deal. Well, baby's never part of a prenup. That's one thing with a prenup. Children are never part of a prenup. So why would you leave a billionaire? Shit, look at Mariah Carey. You can ask Mariah that same question. Um, the 500 million to this man. I mean, it is a lot of money, but he's gonna make that money back quickly. Just imagine how much this man makes a day. Imagine how much this man makes a day. Is something crazy that we could never fathom. I don't know if you ever been married. Man, let me stop. I hate talking about it. Ricky Reeves, you about to have me jump off on some other shit about marriage isn't a business, but marriage is a business, and divorce is a business. You know, I know my shit, man. I went through, like, I keep talking about it a lot. I went through hell with my shit. My shit was just crazy and didn't have to be that way, but, um, 500 million. She was with this guy for 7 years, married to him for 5, right? It's kind of convenient right now that she just happens to separate from him. And nobody's filed for divorce papers yet. Yeah, I think at Janet's age, I don't think they care about how they look, whether he's bad looking or not. And people keep talking about she didn't like it over there. She was living in London. They lived in London. They lived in the West. They didn't live in the East. London is a metropolitan city, Um, it wasn't like she was like trapped in Saudi Arabia and couldn't drive a vehicle and wearing a hijab, you know, 24/7. This woman was living a westernized modern life. Divorce rules must be different in London than in the US. I'm pretty sure to a certain extent, but for the most part, divorces are the same. At least in Western society, divorces are the same. You know, Eastern society is a little different. Islamic divorce is different also. But like I said, if their marriage was in London or the UK, then they got their own laws, and in Dubai or Dubai, the laws are different also. So if he had an Islamic marriage, then they're gonna have to go off that. So I mean, 500 million at the end of the day, man. If he agreed to that, and I guess he was willing to pay it. So that's on him. As far as her being oppressed, I put that in the video just for people to think about that. As far as Darkman Jeff was happening, the thing she gained weight too, pretty sure that wasn't part of the deal. Well, if you know Janet Jackson loses and gains weight like that. So Janet Jackson can have that stuff off. She's been doing that her whole life, losing and gain. Yeah, just like Oprah. But Janet's been, as soon as she gain weight, it comes right off. So, yeah, real rap. So I think if they do end up filing, I mean, it's gonna be a win-win. He'll just lose. He just won't he won't be married to her any longer. But you know, Simply Deep, what's happening? That last video you did was great. And I said you're doing some fitness type of stuff. The last video you did was great, and I said is they are doing some. Simply Deep, I've been doing, well, I haven't been doing them as often, but when I first started my channel, that's how I started my channel, as like a fitness channel. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been doing fitness stuff as often, but I just wanted to, I try to make this channel like diverse, but I understand people want to hear certain things at times. But I'll throw like something in there after a while because you can only. I'm not like a Oh, I thought you've been following me for some time now. I know since the beginning, a lot of my followers obviously haven't been, probably haven't even seen my first 5 to 10 videos. A lot of the people who subscribe to me, but a lot of the stuff, I'm not like what's his name, Derek Jackson or Trent Shelton or you know these other dudes who basically basically do the simp stuff and all that stuff, trying to, because one guy was telling me, man, you should just make stuff basically, appealing to women. Oh, please don't throw on any capes. Yeah, throw on a cape. Yeah, that's what he was telling me. He was like, man, that's the quickest way to blow up your channel, man, is you gotta cater to women. You just gotta you gotta put out videos catering to women, basically making sure they're not accountable for anything, and basically tell women there's nothing wrong with them and that everything's wrong, kind of like what Tyrese was doing. Tell a woman that nothing is their fault, everything is the man's fault, and stuff like that. Yeah, so you have to do certain things, I guess, to build up your following, because nobody knows you. So a friend of mine, he was like, how far are you willing to go? And when he said, how far are you willing to go? He was like, are you willing to simp just to get female followers? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, I can't do that, man. I can't. Which I guess that's the quickest way. I see these guys getting seminars and all that. Man was never man enough in the first place for it. Meanwhile, you in the tow truck with the driver. I hear you. If a man simps, all these Dexter Jacksons, Trent Sheltons, all these guys like that, which, I mean, all that stuff is cool. If that's how you want to blow up, you getting your following up and all that stuff. But I I don't know. I can't see myself doing nothing like that. I just say based off my experiences with people I know, stuff that I went through, stuff that I've heard women say, stuff that women have done, and I just say stuff based off of that. Trying to be fake and tell a woman nothing's wrong with her, and having a woman walk around with, and even men, like, I make stuff. I'm not just all about, if you look at a lot of my content, it's not basically geared towards telling how messed up women are, but I try to be even keel and say stuff about, if a man is, tripping, or if he's, these deadbeat bums, you know, men being accountable for their actions and stuff like that. I try to do the same thing as well. So a lot of these men ain't married. You talking about Derek bitch ass ain't married. A lot of these men aren't married. A lot of these guys who or have never been married, who are giving this advice on, you know, rehab and overcome the such and such, and it's the man, it's not you. You're perfectly fine. All this bullshit. You know, the man needs to get with your program, and you know, the hurt. What you need to do this. Derek been preaching that foolishness, and everyone found out he was a single father. Yo, but these guys they're booked. A lot of women need to hear about our bullshit. Heal the woman, heal the world. That's a hard thing though. You're saying something, about needing, but there's defiance that comes with that. Everybody has a different experience. And you try to be real, you try to keep it real, but shit happens, man. You know. I try to keep it real. I'm I don't know. Sounds good in theory, but you really think women will accept it? I don't think women will accept it. I just think, what if the what would the world be like if men just basically appeased women at all times? If men did everything that women asked of them, what would this world be? And women need to ask themselves that. That's posting his STD test in a video saying he was all good, but it's exclusive. I don't even follow this dude Derek Jackson. I just be going through Facebook sometimes, and I'll see like those, like somebody will share a video. I don't follow none of these dudes. I really don't like to follow other YouTubers for fear that I may be affected by some of the stuff they say, or I may be influenced by some of the stuff they say. I mean, I do watch people like O'Shea and stuff like that, but I try not to watch too many people because I don't want to be affected by what they say because I got my own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I got my own thoughts on stuff, and I don't want to hear something and be like, and then repeat the same shit that other people are saying. I try not to be that guy. So, um, you know, it's it's one of those things. If you're not simping, all the women I'm friends with be posting these videos of me. I always say, I've said that in my videos. They'll post this shit. They'll have a boyfriend. A lot of these women who post this stuff, and I'm gonna repeat what you just said so people who can't see this. Jay Skills said all the women I'm friends with be posting his videos and memes of celebrities that they made quotes up for, right? These women will repost a lot of these videos, and comment on it and stuff. And a lot of times they're in relationships with guys and, you know, um, hoping that the guy will conform or send a message to this guy that maybe he should be like this. But this guy isn't gonna change. Just like when was it K Michelle made a song called "Can't Raise a Man" or whatever the hell it was. I bet when that song used to play in the car and you riding down these dudes, same guys we talking about, these Jodys, they riding in the car and the girl singing along with that "Can't Raise a Man," and like this is the exact same shit I'm talking about. And he probably looking at her laughing, singing along, right along with her. Can't raise a man. All this bullshit like that. Laughing at your ass. Because he know you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? He knows you're not gonna do nothing about it. So, can't raise a man. You raising a man. You raising this dude. You got his blunt money. You got his weed money. You got all that. You cooking, you cleaning, all that stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I need to relocate. I got 16 likes, 13 people watching. If you're one of the 13 that haven't hit the like yet, go ahead and hit the like button. If not, throw some coins in that well of wisdom. That super chat thing is in the video, is in the chat. That dollar sign right there that says super chat. Go ahead and hit it. Throw a couple coins if you ain't trying to hit that like button. You know what I mean? I know y'all hitting that like button quick, huh? Yeah. So, shouts out to Dexter Jackson and all those guys who patronize a lot of these women, and make them feel good at night. I never see hashtag black women in the gym challenge or date a man without a career. Jay Skills, I be thinking about that sometime. Like, I be wanting the women to do no makeup in the morning challenge, or no weave challenge, or stuff like that. This girl send the truth off the chain, man. Some of them women deserve it. If the man ain't shit and you still decide to stick with him, that's your fault. I mean, it is your fault. So that's why I say in my video, I talk about that shit about, these deadbeat guys. They still be talking shit about these dudes. They'll go to work talking shit about these dudes, and It's just so stupid. Why would you talk trash about the guy that you basically enabling? You know, that's the word, Ricky Reeves. They have the duplicitous nature in the words of Alan Roger Curry, the great Alan Roger Curry. They're duplicitous in nature. Black women say they need their weave. It's called protective styles. That's the key word, the protective style. All it is a hat that you're wearing. See, they can wear those hats to the club, but you can't wear your hat to the club. What's up with that? I don't wear hats, but I'm just saying. I'm not getting married. I'm not getting married ever again. If I get married, it's gonna be on a secluded isle, on a secluded island. We'll be married on an island, just me and you on that island. No government, none of that. I will not sign a government contract again. Damn, man. Beast mode. Why you definitely going beast mode. All black women are hoes and gold diggers, fake hair, fake eyelashes, nasty attitudes. Damn. No dude, she finally stopped. Damn. Goodness. Why I gotta be like that? Why can't everybody just be, you know, just be there for each other? Just support each other. Just, you know. You gotta be one of a kind in order to be married. Man, all I want is a woman to, and I can do all this shit. That's why I say this. You know, me neither. You gotta be one of a kind. Just all she's got to do is be able to, take care of a house, cook, clean, you know, and support a brother. All black women are prostitutes. They never listen. All right, man. You definitely going beast mode, man. You ain't gotta say all black women are prostitutes. They never listen, you know. And I'm not simping, but damn, you going ham right now. So, LOL, only on Care Bear Island. Damn. It's Yeah. I mean, all I want, just cook, clean, you know, look out for a brother, pamper a brother, and I'll take care of you. I'll throw my whole wallet at you, as I said before. I don't even see what dude is saying. Yeah, that's all. I'm a simple man. I don't ask for much. I don't need you to pay my bills. I don't need you to do none of that. I don't need you to do any crazy shit. You know what I mean? Just be feminine. That's it. That's all I ask. Just be feminine. Fuck all that other shit. That's all I want. I don't know about other dudes. These sisters be hard to approach. Their demeanor is just sad, but I keep pushing forward. There's a lot of good brothers being passed up. I mean, Tiny would have been better off a prostitute than having all T.I.'s kids than him dipping out on her. I mean, that's a different story, Regardless that, people say he cheated on her, he had these hoes, he was doing his thing, da da da, but he was still taking care of the household though. I'm not making an excuse for him, but T.I. was still taking care of his household. You know what I mean? And whatever he got going on, why is there really no pictures of him with women? You got this woman Tiny, with this guy on several occasions, dancing with him and all kind of shit, knowing your husband got a problem with him. You gotta have a peace of mind. One thing I require is a peace of mind. If a chick, regardless of race, is full of drama, I gotta show her the door. There's nothing worth a peace of mind. I sleep so much better at night in my bed without no drama. It's nothing like a peace of mind. Worrying about somebody cheating on you, worry about somebody that's basically against you, that's really your antagonist laying next to you in bed, you know, then inspire the life. Yaya has a course on teaching women femininity. Most women in this country aren't taught this. I'm gonna take it as soon as the fun's right. Anyway, peace, kings and queens. It's my bedtime. I hear you. You know, you gotta have a peace of mind, man. If you don't have a peace of mind and you laying next to someone at night that's in your bed, or you seeing this person and you come home and you dreading coming home and you don't have a peace of mind because of arguments and all that shit, that's, my sister told me that a peace of mind is priceless, man. You know, Tiny was, I mean, it was public. You know what I'm saying? Difference between her and Ti, you can say all the shit you want to say about Ti, but Ti shit wasn't public. Tiny let herself go. I don't know. Tiny ain't been. I don't know, man. When he started to bring up things which have nothing to do with training. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Tiny is a slut. Oh man, y'all going ham up in here tonight, man. So, because nobody was there with their camera phone recording the homie Ti. Okay, and that's exactly the difference. So what I'm saying is, you know, hear no evil, see no evil with Ti. You know, you got this woman all over TMZ, all over the internet, all over all every news outlet, and this is your wife dancing with your arch nemesis, who called her a bitch. Of course, that's his wife. He's in love with his wife. You know, but when shit is just too far broken, man, you know, you gotta go about your business. That's exactly what I said. She doesn't respect Ti. I made a video. I made 2 or 3 videos about that. She don't respect that man, and once you don't respect the man, you can never make a woman respect you after when she no longer respects you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. She loves him, but she don't respect him, and you can't be with a woman that don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. I don't know, man. Maybe everybody. If you haven't been married, maybe you just need to get married just to try it out. See how it goes. You know, see how it goes. All the good stuff. But y'all, I like money. I feel you. But check it out, y'all. Cause my vacation starting tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm about to go ahead and close this out. I appreciate all y'all getting the likes up. You know, I gotta have my dinner tonight. Yeah. He's paid though. You know what I mean? He's paid, so he ain't gotta worry about that. They gonna be taken care of. I'm pretty sure they got plenty of investments between those two to take care of that family. So I am on vacation, but I'm going on my actual vacation tomorrow. I'm on vacation from work now. I'm actually going on my vacation tomorrow, which I'll probably be doing like a live stream while I'm on vacation. You know, at this undisclosed location right now, which I'm not gonna reveal, but y'all will see when I'm there. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, what you miss, I'm about to get off this joint. You know what I mean? You know, feel free to hit that dollar sign. You know, by all means. If y'all haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button real quick. I see everybody jumping off. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to close this out real quick. Got 18 likes. Been on here almost an hour and a half. It's after midnight, and I gotta make some moves here because I gotta do some traveling. So, you know, to head on my little vacation here. So it's been real. I appreciate all you guys liking the video, all you guys tuning in, and make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. You know, follow me up, hit me up on social media if y'all haven't already. Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. If y'all haven't got my book yet, make sure y'all go ahead and get that book. I got the paperback and the ebook for both. I got 2 books out. If you're trying to get that weight off. Oh, my bad. Dark Magic. This is what I'm gonna do, man. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be free. My bad. I almost forgot. I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta get on there and do that free joint. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be today. It's gonna be tomorrow because it's already after midnight. You know what I'm saying? You can go on Amazon. The links is in the description right now. You should be able to see it in the description because I'm looking at it here. I'm gonna update the description and those videos that I told y'all about. Y'all can watch those videos that I mentioned that I've done on this topic here, and y'all can check it out. Throw a couple coins in the well of wisdom as well. Like I said, I want to start doing these live chats, start getting y'all on here, doing these interviews. Hearing what y'all talking about, see what y'all got going on in the community and stuff like that. So everything's all love. So peace be upon you all the blessings and mercy of God, and I will see you guys probably when I do a live stream from vacation, and we could chop it up and all that good stuff on there. So remember, anything lost can be found again, except for time wasted, and I will see you guys then. So peace be upon you, and I'm out.